we're going to be moving in gifts. We're going to be moving in gifts in the Spirit, and I'm so fortunate and I'm so blessed that God has anointed me and has anointed this ministry to move in gifts, to move in prophetic gifts, to move in healing, to move in deliverances. But the core of those gifts, when I was going through and the Holy Spirit was teaching me how to prophesy, and I had desires. First, it starts with the desire. It starts with the desire. It says, I pray that you desire among all things is to prophesy. And so I had this desire for a season. It lasted for about a year and a half, where I'm just like, God, I just want to be able to prophesy. And he asked me this question one time, and I'll never forget. He says, why do you want to prophesy, Serge? What's the reason? And it's kind of, he's like, check your heart. Why do you want to do this? Do you want to do this because you're going to be able to perform? Do you want to do this because you're going to be able to be accepted? Do you want to do this because you want a position? And it became really sincere to me. I knew why he was asking, because in the New Testament, in the Gospels, it says that John the Baptist will come in the spirit of Elijah. And Elijah represents prophecy in the Old Testament. And it says that spirit will bring the rebellious heart back to God. Meaning that the core, the reason why the gift of prophecy works is it has a purpose. The purpose is to bring the rebellious people back to God, the people that do not know him back to God. And it's to turn sons back to their fathers, to bring people back together, and then to bring people to God. That is the core reason for prophecy. Not to predict tomorrow, not to predict what's gonna happen, not to predict something, or to showcase somebody's mistakes and to showcase their dirt, and to showcase. That's not New Testament prophecy. Now, God warns because he loves us so much. And he's like, hey, there's a bad thing coming down the road. You gotta change your road. You gotta get off this road. But the core, and once I got that, all of a sudden, God started using me in prophecy. He started using me strongly in prophecy because my heart was to him. My heart became to people. My heart became, the essence, the nature of prophecy is to bring people back to each other, to restore families, and to bring people back to God. That's why he uses prophecy. The same thing why he uses healing. He uses healing because he meets us at that point, right? He's so good, he's so loving that he meets us where we're needed. And if I'm sick and I cannot function, my body cannot function, he's like, you know what, son? I love you so much that I am a healer. And I'm here to heal you. Not for a program, not for a show, but just out of the pure love. And same thing with deliverance, because he sees people are tormented. It all comes back to that. But we have many titles that people know us by, and as we were talking, we have different titles. We're pastors, we're moms and dads, we're friends, we're sons and daughters. And God uses us. And if my identity is, because I know how to prophesy, or God uses me in prophecy, or if my identity is this, God uses me in healing, that becomes a crutch to me. Because now I become performance-based. Because that's my identity, is in that, where I'm like, God, if you didn't use me in prophecy today, what's gonna happen? Or, oh my goodness, I gotta make sure I have a word for someone today. What are people gonna think of me? But when my identity is not in that, when my identity is in him, and I feel his heart for people, it becomes so easy to prophesy. It becomes so easy to heal. It becomes so easy to deliver, because your nature, your motives, your core of that is right. And God's like, are you kidding me? I'll pour out my spirit on you. I can trust you, because now your lips become my lips. Your hands become my hands. And so for us, we have a grace to equip people. We really do. We've been doing this for 3-4 years, where we have a grace to teach people how to prophesy. And someone could say, how could you teach someone to prophesy? That's not biblical. It actually is biblical. I'm not saying you're going to become a prophet, but it says if you have the Holy Spirit, you have the gifts of the Holy Spirit. You have access to the gifts. It's from him. It's his gift. I'm not saying you're a prophet, but you have the gift to prophesy. Just the same thing as to heal. It doesn't mean you're a worldwide evangelist, but you have the gift to heal. Same thing with deliverances. That doesn't mean you're going to be writing books about deliverances, but you have the gift to, because of the Holy Spirit in you, that's what qualifies you. And all of that, with the Holy Spirit, you get all of this and more. And so a lot of people, we have these blocks in our head where, no, that's not for me. It is for you. It is for you. It says, the signs and miracles follow those who believe. And that's our qualification.